Hello and welcome. It's me. I'm finally back after a somewhat extended hiatus doing nothing. Look, it's a very fun game. I just wanted to play it. Okay, I'm sorry that it kind of bled into the schedule, but I'm not sorry. It's a really fun game. You should play it if you haven't already. But anyway, I wanted to work on this video. I actually wanted to get this video out before that time, but didn't really work out. So here it is now. We're gonna be playing the Knight today because I really love this killer. I think he's really cool, and I think it's just such a dang old shame that he's just become like the poster boy of just kind of like the most degenerate kind of strategies from killers these days. But today we're gonna play him in a way that isn't at all degenerate. We're just gonna do a hex build. So I think everybody at this point realizes that the Knight is very good at area denial. So we're gonna apply that to doing a hex build to protect our favorite hex perk in the game, which is Devour Hope. Really, it's just my favorite perk on killer in general, honestly. And a lot of killers usually struggle to keep it up, but I think the Knight is definitely better at defending it than most killers can be, just because he can be kind of at two places at once, so to speak, with his guard power. So with that in mind, the perks we're running today are Hex Undying, of course, because that is just the ultimate hex defense perk, because if a survivor cleanses any hex totem, it's going to make sure that it is the Undying perk instead of any other hex before they can actually start cleansing the other hexes that you may have. And while it's up, it's actually a fairly good aura reading perk. If a survivor goes anywhere near a uncleansed totem, then Undying will reveal their auras to us. And then next up is Hex Pentimento, and this is a fairly decent perk. Don't ever expect to get 5 stacks with this, but honestly, the first stack alone is very good. It's enough to make survivors stop doing gens to just go ahead and cleanse it. But yeah, we can only set it up on destroyed totems. But once we do have it set up, the first stack, and this is pretty much the only one that's important, is going to slow down gen progress by 30%. That's no joke. That's a really good slowdown for just activating a hex totem. Then next up, we're going to be running Thrill of the Hunt and Hex Plaything. I'm going to just be showcasing both of them, one in each game. Thrill of the Hunt is a very common perk that if you have 5 totems up, it slows down the totem cleansing or blessing speed by 10% for each totem that's still up. So that's going to be up to a maximum of 50%. So that's really long. So it buys us a lot of time to interrupt the survivor cleansing a totem, which I think the Knight needs more than anything sometimes. And then, as we mentioned before, we also have Hex Plaything, which only activates once we hook a survivor and there are dull totems still on the map. But once we do, that survivor will be cursed and oblivious until the hex is cleansed. So they won't ever really be able to hear us coming, and which is kind of important for a Knight because he's not very sneaky, so it's kind of good. I wouldn't say this is the best perk, honestly. I usually tend to have to struggle a little bit more with Plaything out, more than I was with Thrill of the Hunt in my games, but yeah, I just wanted to show it off a little bit. And then lastly, of course, we have Devour Hope, which, as I've mentioned before, is my absolute favorite perk in this game. It's a very delicate hex because it doesn't really do anything until you have 3 stacks of it. And to get a stack, you have to hook a survivor, and then you also have to have them unhooked or be unhooked while you are a fairly far distance away from them. And if they happen to unhook themselves, well, you don't even get a stack for that. So it's kind of hard to build up, and it's a little delicate because it can get cleansed at any time. But once you get to 5 stacks, you can just start killing survivors right then and there. You don't even have to have hooked them before at all. So it's very strong once it starts going. But up until that point, it's very delicate, which is why, as I've mentioned before, I think the Knight's going to be a very good choice for this perk. And for our add-ons, I'm not really running anything important. The only consistent add-on I'm bringing is the Brown add-on, which is Map of the Realm, and all that add-on does is increase the vision range of guards on patrol by 4 meters. And this is easily the Knight's best add-on, just because if you put a guard down and the survivors just happen to just barely get out of their vision range, then your guards do nothing, and it's really sad. So this makes it way more consistent that you guys are actually going to see survivors even if you put them right on top of them, and it's just like a nice quality of life thing. And honestly, it should probably be base kit, but I'm not here to do behavior's job for them. And yeah, we'll just bring out some other add-ons. I think we're not really too concerned about what they all do because a lot of them not very good add-ons, honestly. He doesn't have a lot that That actually makes anything worth mentioning here. So with that in mind, we'll jump into some games. But before that, just a friendly reminder, if you would like to see more videos like this in the future, just go ahead and like, subscribe this video, maybe even leave a comment. That'd be huge, yeah. And if you also want to see me stream this game live, you can go ahead and follow my Twitch. I'll leave the link in the description below. I don't stream super consistently there, but if I do end up getting a lot of followers on Twitch, I will probably be more inclined to stream more consistently on there. But yeah, with that being said, let's just hop into it. Okay, Temple of Purgation is not a map I typically do well in, so this might be interesting. Although we are playing Knight, not Plague, and I think Knight probably does a little bit better than Plague usually does on this map. But yeah, we'll try to do our best here. And I think, yeah, no one's actually on this totem, so that's nice. Sometimes Spirefers will just spawn on all your totems and you just lose them all right at the start, and that kind of blows a little bit. Oh, we saw someone. Yeah, it's Rebecca, looks like. Yep, okay, and still haven't started chasing, we're so close to her. Looks like alive, alright. That's fine. Seems like people are working on this, so, yeah. There's 2 people working on this. Wow, okay. Is that another live, yeah. Alright. Oh, got stuck there. Okay, just throws this, so you can't use our power because, well, that's just too easy. It would make the Knight too powerful if he could use his power next to objects. But it's fine. We know she has nothing else here, so we just down her very quickly. And we'll, yeah, set the Carnifex back here just to see if they went back to working on it, and it looks like they were. Oh, and they actually got a hit out of that. That's wonderful. That's actually really nice. So that's going to set them back a bit. We're going to go ahead and send our assassin to hit that gen as well. Have it start regressing, and it also gets an additional 5% regression rather than the normal 2.5% regression when you kick it yourself. So that's kind of a nice little thing that Knight has going for him. It's not much, but it's something. Okay, and then they just finished this gen, so that means they can't leave from either of these exits without me seeing them. So I'm gonna put down a guard here. You can actually see them through the little gates on the ceiling here, which is funny. Yep, and he sees her. I don't know if I want to see if we can get a double hit here, but I don't think he's gonna be able to catch up here. Yeah, look, he's just too far behind. Too bad. I probably should have just won a lot sooner than that, but that's alright. And we can give chase. We know she has live, so she just has to vault something. She probably gets away pretty quickly. Set a guard down there in case she wants to stay in this loop. Doesn't look like it. But she has live, but she doesn't use it to get anywhere. So I'm okay with that. That's alright with me. And fortunately, they haven't even touched any of our hexes, which is great. So Undying is still up. So I'm not too worried about protecting our hexes at the moment. Until they do Undying, then I guess that's when I should start. And yeah, oh, they just, okay. I wanted to send a guard there to hit that gen, see if they touched it, but it looks like they just let it go. It's still regressing after all this time. That's fine with me. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and check on this gen here. Yeah, it looks like they're working on it. Is it just the Kate? There might be 2 people here, but not entirely certain. But yeah, we can get this Kate if she tries to stay here. And we'll force her out, so she has to come towards me. So that's a free hit. Unfortunately, our guard's just not going to do anything anymore. That's alright. We still get a hit out of it. It's really bad when you set down a guard and you don't get a hit. And they're just stuck there, and you just don't have your power for a long time. Yeah, we'll fake going that way while our guard is dealing with the pallet. But we won't actually commit to that side. And she'll think that we're going that side, but in reality, we're just gonna double back and get her. Fortunately, she didn't realize that's what we were doing, and so we got the down. Perfect. We're actually doing really well here. So we're gonna go back to this gen that had progress on it. The Kate. Oh, okay. Someone was working on this. It was Felix, and it looked like he had a sprint burst there. Doesn't really get too far away from it. If they get this unhook at the perfect time, they do. Okay, that's awesome. That's the that's such good timing. And it looks like someone else is working on this up here. Seems dangerous. Oh, maybe we might be able to get this hit on her here. We'll try for it. Oh yeah, we got this for sure. Okay, no, sorry. It was just a little late on that swing. But that's okay. That's the right thing you should do, honestly, because you're gonna get hit either way there. So you might as well get hit by the thing that doesn't instantly down you. So that was a good play from her. Alright, so hooking basement. We have basement here, which is awesome for us. Because it's right by this gen, which is pretty progressed here. So we can kind of defend a bit of both without really being in range of, or being out of range for the Devour Hope to get another stack of it. Okay, they finally did a Hex though, but it was our Undying, because that was the first Hex they've cleansed. And that's fine. We'll see if they're still around. I don't know where they could be if they were, but at the very least we'll get this stack of Pentimento going. And that'll slow down the gen. Yeah, we don't see any sign of them, which is smart. Okay, good. Only have one more stack of Devour Hope left to go. And then we are just golden. Oh, they did touch this. Oh, they're just working on that. I can hear them working on it. I don't know if that audio key will be able to be picked up. Okay, Cheryl, we're gonna hit you this time. We're not gonna play around. I don't know why she healed. That's interesting. I don't think you should heal. I really don't think you should heal. Until the Devourer Hope is cleansed. There's maybe some niche scenarios in which that's probably fine, but I don't think you should really waste your time. I think she should have just committed to that gen and it would have been done. Instead of using the time to spend healing herself. That's okay. Alright, so we got our Jailer. The only real good use for Jailer here is to patrol our totems. That's pretty much it. He's not really going to chase, so I try not to have him up most of the time. But this is the time where I kind of want him to be up. And we hear somebody up above us. We do. We even see him. So I'm going to put it down a guard here, because the only way he can go is down. Or into us. He made his decision a little too late. But I think he was in a bad spot there anyway. I think he was checking to see if there was a cheeky totem up there, but unfortunately we don't think we even have anything up there. No, yeah, we don't. So we'll hook them. They're gonna wait to unhook. Yeah, that's smart. That's the smart thing you should do. Just wait, if someone's downed. Oh, wait. Okay, I think we can get the Cheryl here. Or Cheryl. Heather? Whatever her name is. And yeah, I think I want the guard to start chasing her rather than breaking the pallet. Even if it's Jailer, it still puts a little pressure on her, because we're both chasing her at this point. And that's great. So now we have our 5th stack, and now we can enjoy our censored Mori. That's fine. Oh no, don't look, kids, don't look. Oh god, oh no, please. Okay, good. Oh, it got censored last second, thank goodness. Like, there are children watching these, you know? Sorry. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and check on our totems here, just to make sure that they're, no one's working on them. This one's pretty well hidden, honestly. And that's our Pentimento, I believe, right? Yeah. This is, yeah. That's the one we got earlier and reset. Pentimento works pretty well with Thrill of the Hunt, as long as I don't end up getting Thrill of the Hunt, because you can keep the stacks up pretty well. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and send a guard to look at our totem. I don't know if anyone's actually working on it. I didn't really hear the bones going. But yeah, it looks like they saw it at the very least. I don't know if they were working on it. And yeah, we can get this down. We definitely get this. And just for a little insurance sake, I'm gonna send a guard over here to just check on the totem, make sure no one's working on it. And we do hear someone actually working on it, so that's good. So they're gonna be occupied, and they won't be able to break it without us. They won't be able to break that totem while we're doing this, while we're busy here. They did do a gen though. That's wild. I don't know which gen it was. Was it the hill gen? It wasn't the hill gen. I have no idea which gen that was. Oh wow. Okay. And yeah, we'll use our Jailer to break that pallet because at this point, since we have 2 people dead, I don't really think we need to have our jailer patrol anymore. And now we just have Carnifex up, which is probably the best guard of them all. Just because he's pretty fast. Not as fast as Assassin, of course, but he does chase a lot longer than the Assassin does. So he's able to catch up to people. That's kind of the problem with all the guards, right? They don't really chase long enough to actually catch up to anybody. Unless they make a mistake. But, you know, a lot of the time, survivors can just kind of hold W and run away from them, and they will never be able to catch up. Usually. That's why the Carnifex is much better, because he's more likely to get a hit. Just because he sticks around longer. And yep, she finds Hatch, and that's great. Good for her. I think we made our point, so it's okay. She finds it. Yeah, yeah, we're not gonna get any progress towards that, so that's fine. But yeah, look at that. Good game. Oh yeah, well, that was a game indeed. All right. Yeah. We'll move on to the next one here. All right, the game. It's actually a pretty good map for us. Especially on this killer, because he's able to just set down a guard either on the bottom or the top floor. If the survivor does an action, a fast action or something, the guards will be able to pick up on it and just start chasing them. And also a lot of the tiles are really hard to leave without alerting a guard. So it's going to make it really tough, especially in this room, which we saw somebody here. The only way out is this entrance right here. So we'll just set down a guard here and basically wait for one of them to get spotted. Oh, he stays. Why did he stay? He should have taken that chance to leave. Oh, missed that. I wasn't expecting her to just run into me. 2 hits right there. That's great. There's actually 3 people here? Oh my gosh. Alright, that's fine. Alright, it seems like alright, we get the hit, and yeah, I think the Renato, I keep forgetting his name. He gets away, scot-free. And we're gonna listen here. Okay, yeah, she just stopped. She wasn't running, so that's fine. We're gonna set the Carnifex on her. Just keep her busy, essentially. It's not likely to get a hit, but yeah. If it does, great. I think earlier she used Dead Heart or something to get hit by one of the guards that I set on her. So we know she's exhausted. So we have that going for us at least. Okay, yeah. Carnifex does not catch up. Actually, you know what? I want to keep that gen that they were working on regressing. Because if they have to... That's a really sketchy room to be in to do a gen, right? Because as you just saw, we just got so many hits and a down with very little effort. Okay, it's Renato here. They did finish the gen. Oh, there's... Wow, I just keep running into them. You know what? That was probably not the right place to put the guard. I should have put it on the other side. Wow, I don't get the hit. The other side of that little obstacle. So it would have been a little harder for him to get out, but we do get this hit at least. So I don't feel super bad about that. Unfortunately, it's the jailer that we said. Oh, okay. Alright, at least... Oh, he got a hit. That's crazy. I have not... Okay, that's fine. We have Carnifex up, so we'll... Oh, he doesn't drop it. That's really smart. Good job. This guy is no joke. He's actually playing very well. I think he knows how to play against this killer very well already. I don't know... Okay, yeah, I thought he might stay, but yeah, we should have tried to cut him off. And does he drop this? He might drop this. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. Okay, I think finally we're gonna be able to get him here. And there's nothing we can do about that. I'm gonna set down a guard here because we just saw Nia. Wherever she... Oh, she went in the locker. Okay. Well, that's fine. She's gonna incur the wrath of our guard. So she's gonna be busy for a second. And in the meantime, while she's doing that, we can go ahead and hook Renato. And they still haven't done a second gen, so they're actually doing okay. We just saw it right here. Alright, okay, there you go. They just finished that gen. I feel like they're just kind of giving me these hits. I'm gonna set my guard down. If she drops it, it'll the guard will go after her, but she doesn't. And if she drops this, yeah, okay. And then, yeah, like I was saying earlier, if they drop a pallet while they're in the range of our guards, they'll be able to see her, no matter their line of sight. And yeah, we'll cut her off this way. And she's kind of stuck here. We know she's exhausted from the head-on earlier, so no chance of dead hard or nothing. Yeah. See, this is why the game's actually very good for Knight, honestly. Like, it doesn't worry about pallets too much, because he can just have a guard work on them while he's doing his own thing. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and get our Pentimento started. Was that our Devour? No, it wasn't. It's just another... Most likely a, plaything. Most likely. Yeah, because we still have the Devour up still. We can see it. And that's fine for us, honestly. And I hear someone working on this gen over here. Yeah, okay, someone did leave this area. And we have 3 stacks to Devour now, so this David, who was very chivalrous and wanted to take a hit, is just going down instead. They were not expecting that, clearly, else they wouldn't have tried to take a hit for him. So that always works to our advantage. God, I love this perk. I love Devour Hope so much. It's such a fun perk. It's not, like, really good. It's very delicate. It's one of the most delicate hex perks in the game. But, once it gets going, man, it's so good. So now, of course, the survivor's going to react to our Devour Hope, because it's finally been revealed to them. They're going to spend a lot of their time cleansing and probably not doing gens. At this point, yeah. Okay, yeah, they got another totem, but it was not Devour Hope again. So we're still doing good. Oh, Renato, what are you doing? I understand if there's like 1 gen left and you want to just commit to doing the gen once the Devour Hope's going, but yeah, I got 3 left. I don't think you're going to be able to do a gen without, you know, me just killing all of them. Yeah, if there's like 3 gens up still, and Devour Hope's already going, like you gotta find it, and you do have to stop doing gens. Okay, we see Nia. Still didn't find her Devour Hope. Oh, does she have Quick and Quiet? She must, right? Because this is the same Nia that had the, what do you call it? The head-on, thank you. Alright, she's stuck here. We can set her guard up on this pallet, and she won't really be able to leave. We just keep her here. Keep her corralled. And we got her down, and they just unhooked, just in time. Did they? Okay, no, they didn't get her Devour Hope there. That would have been so sad. We just got her down, and then we just got rid of it. Fortunately, it was not the right one. But yeah. 1 victim down. It's Devour Hope. Okay, and we can probably start at this point patrolling. We have Jailer up, so we can use him to patrol this totem. It's either one of these totems. This totem or the totem on the other side. And we might as well set up our Pentimento here since it's, you know, right by it. I can't believe all these totems are like right next to each other. Or is that? No, that's our only totem up right now, besides the one we just set up. Okay, so we have to defend that one with our lives. Fortunately, the Knight is very good at defending an area. Although we don't have Thrill of the Hunt anymore. So they are able to cleanse at normal speed. Which is a little concerning, but I'm not super worried about it, because it doesn't seem like anyone's even found it yet. And clearly no one's doing gens. Like I said, you can't really... If you're at 3 gens and Devour Hope's going, you can't really afford to work on them. If it's the last gen, of course, yeah, go ahead. Like, you should probably just try to finish the last gen. David, what are you doing? Is anyone working on this? Are you like a distraction while they do that? Doesn't seem like it. That's fine. Alright. Second survivor down. 2 more to go. God, that Mori is so cool. It's such a good Mori. One of the best. Probably a top tier Mori. Yeah, we're gonna cycle our assassin so we can just put down a jailer here and keep this totem safe. I should probably just loop him a little bit around this tile, not really just put him in a straight line, but it's okay. I didn't think of that till just now, so what are you gonna do? Alright, this Renato, we know he's very good, so we have to keep that in mind. Okay, he does drop it. That's fine. Once the jailer's done doing his thing, we'll have Carnifex up so we can just destroy pallets really quickly with him. Which will make this chase easier. But yeah, if we keep losing chase like that, I don't know. It's okay. I kind of want to just check on this totem, make sure it's no one's working on it. They didn't find it. It doesn't look like they have. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, it's really tough when you have Jailer up and you start a chase. Because Jailer is just so bad in chase, does not help you at all. There's only a few circumstances where I would say Jailer's good in chase, but it's only if it's just like to delay a pallet use from a survivor and they can't really do anything without it. That's probably hard to visualize. I don't know. I'm sorry. That was kind of vague. I just have this specific example from Eyrie of Crows that maybe I'll just put that up sometime. But yeah, that was like the one time I think Jailer's ever been useful in chase for me. But anyway, yeah. So they're very scared right now. I think we just gotta keep patrolling until we find somebody. We find Renato here again. And we're in the same situation as last time where we have to wait for our Jailer to finish his guard route to get Carnifex back. And we get it just in time to break this pallet. Perfect. And we're not gonna respect this pallet. Oh, okay. And it works out in our favor. I think because we respected pallets, unlike our first chase with him, so much, he wasn't expecting me to not respect it this time. It's called classical conditioning. For all you people taking Psych 101, or even high school psychology. I'm just kidding, I don't even know if that's the right term. I didn't do well in psychology when I took it. I know it's a lot of memorization, but I don't like to memorize things. That's why I'm also bad with history. Why am I talking about this? I don't care about school. Okay, I've been done school for so long. Alright, so we can just kind of take our time here. If she finds Hatch, she finds Hatch. If not, then we have an archive we needed to do where we have to hook a survivor during endgame collapse. Okay, here's a good example. Here, we're gonna block the pallet so she can't vault it. So now she's stuck here. So this is what I'm talking about. This is like the one time that Jailer's very good in chase. So they have nowhere to go except through a pallet. And then we can just block the pallet. Oh my god, what? Oh, that was so good. Oh, you are just a little special dove. An angel. A dead-hearting angel. Okay. Alright, she's gonna be stuck here because there's the pallet right there. Does she? Yeah, she stays there. She drops it, sure. Makes sense. She did get our Devour Hope. I did notice that. I did not mention it. And it's very sad, but it's okay. I'm not too worried about it at this point, since we got very good value from it so far. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and find Hatch. I'm very sorry, Nia. I'm not doing this to be mean, but I really need to get this archive challenge done, and hooking survivors during endgame collapse is very hard. So we're gonna force it. We're just gonna force it right now. And we're gonna find Hatch, we're gonna close it, and then we'll hook you. And I'm very sorry, that seems very much like BM, but I promise I don't mean to be. Just listening for, oh, we found it. Look at that. Hatch was in the room where it all began. Alright, okay, I'm so sorry, Nia. Now we can hook you. Oh, this is the first time we hooked her. Jeez. In that case, I'm kind of extra sorry, aren't I? There it is. Yeah, we did it. At the cost of someone's sanity. Thank you, Behavior, for making these challenges more difficult than they need to be. Alright. Perfect. Okay, cool. Let's just see what they had here. Prove thyself. Seeing that more and more these days. Yeah. Just, she probably can't, she's probably on council. She can't even read this. I'm sorry. Right, so I think that's gonna do it for today. I think this build overall is not really, I guess, competitive, if that's what you're looking for. I would honestly say, although these games went really well for us, a lot of the games that didn't really end up making the cut here were pretty bad. A lot of the times, Friars would just go ahead and cleanse a lot of the totems I had up, and then a lot of the time I would just have nothing left. And to just top it off, the Knight is not really like a top tier killer by any means. So yeah, if all the perks are gone, then he's not really gonna be able to keep up with a lot of the stuff that's going on in today's Survivor meta. So yeah, that's why I say it's not going to be very competitive for you. But if you're interested in having some fun and playing with probably the best perk in the game, then yeah, I would suggest probably go ahead and make this build for yourself and try it out. Maybe find out what other killers this might be good on. I know for a fact that the Demogorgon's a very good Hex defense killer, so go ahead and try it on that if you happen to have that DLC still. But yeah, that's really all I can say about it. And again, just a friendly reminder, if you like that video, just go ahead and like it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment if you feel so inclined. But yeah, with all that being said, until next time.